Happy morning.
Happy
Welcome.
Mo.
Yes. Welcome to our book date with you session. This is the first session in 2022. Oh yes, I love that so much. So let us go to today. We're going to talk about this book. I'm so excited about this. Yes, happy morning.
So, as you start of the year, we will talk about something about your healthy, your wellness.
You know that this is my favorite practical book in 2021. Remember last month we actually vote for what is the most practical book that we read on 2021. This is the book. So today I want to introduce you to this. Dr. Mark Hyman. All right, Dr. Mark Hyman, he is the author of this book, and he's also the author of 13 best-selling books, New York Times best-selling book for this one. He is also my mentor when you talk about diet and health. So let me share a little bit background about Dr. Mark Hyman to you. That he is the internationally recognized leader, speaker, educator, and advocate in this field. He is the head of strategy and innovation at the Cleveland Clinic Center for Functional Medicine. And he is also the founder and medical director of the Ultra Wellness Center, chairman of the board of Institute for Functional Medicine, and a medical editor of the Huffington Post. And he was a regular medical contributor for many television shows and networks. And one of the best I love is he's the host of one of these leading health podcasts. It's called The Doctor's Pharmacy. And I want to lead to the first principle of his book. You see that he has this 21 practical principle that you can read from the book.
But before you start,
Yes.
I see the title is Pagan. What is Pagan? I know I heard about keto, vegetarian, vegan, but what's pagan?
Wow, great questions. Great that you taught me before I actually go directly to the principle, right? So we talk about the Pegan diet. You see that he wrote there, paleo plus vegan equals to pagan. You see that? All right.
More question to understand what is paleo.
Paleo diet. Okay, some people they practice paleo diet. Paleo is those people that eat like lean meat together with like nuts, seeds, vegetable, and fruits. For those like our ancestor that they can actually directly find in the field, in the ground, then it's like a very common thing that they can directly pick and they can eat. So this is about paleo diet. And you see vegan, right? You see vegan? Right here, vegan is those people that practice the diet of only fruits and vegetables without animal product and animal meat. There is no meat, there is no animal product, means that there is no dairy and also there is no eggs. So in between. So this is like the vegan. So you see pagan. So this is what Dr. Kyman wrote in this book. How he can come up with this name pagan is there is one day he is sitting between both of his colleagues. So one is supporting paleo, one is supporting vegan. So after listening to the discussion, so he found that he is in between of the paleo diet and also the vegan diet. So he's like in the between, so he named it pagan diet.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you are going to share the principle of pagan diet and
Yeah.
supporter. You are follower of pagan diet.
Yes, you know what? Previously, I don't know there's a pagan diet. All right, this book was published last year, 2021, by Dr. Hyman. Before that, I'm thinking, what diet am I follow? Paleo, vegan, vegetarian, or keto? I don't know that. So I'm like, I don't fit into any one of that. I said, what is about my diet until I get to this book? I said, I'm exactly following what Dr. Mark Hyman talked about.
Okay. Let's hear about it.
Yes. So principle number one talked about the use food as your pharmacy. So first time when I share with Gideon about this, Gideon asked me, Joyce, Do you have a typo here?
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy. Normally, when we listen to pharmacy, is this word, the PHAR. Okay, the pharmacy, right? So the place that sell medicine. So for here, the pharmacy that Dr. Kaiman always share is this FARMACY. So it's a farm. The farm that we plant the food, right? The plant, and also have we raise the animal. So that is the farm that he mentioned here. So that's why his podcast also talking about this pharmacy, right? The doctor's pharmacy. So I love the podcast so much. You can always check his podcast, and a lot of great things that you can learn directly from the podcast. So when the first principle talking about use food as the pharmacy, because the food can be one of the very important thing. Every single bite that we put, every single bite of food that you put into your mouth literally can program your biological software. So that is the part that the food, the nutrient that intake into our body can communicate with our DNA, our genetic. So that's why it's a very important thing that we want to take a closer look at that and practice this definitely. And this Dr. Mark Hyman mentioned one a very good example. I love it so much in the book talking about depression. He highlight this one in the book talking about people. Quite a number of people they are diagnosed with depression. Doctor diagnosed them with a depression because of certain collective symptoms that they experience and prescribe them Prozac. Prozac is a medicine, is a medication that gives to the depression patient. Look, sometimes those patients that have depression symptoms, it's because some of the deficiency of the nutrient in their body. For example, I quote from Dr. Kaiman book is maybe because of low thyroid function, celiac disease, deficiency of vitamin B12, vitamin D deficiency, antibody that alter the microbiome, heavy metal toxicity, omega-3 deficiency, or even the insulin resistance from too much starch and also sugar in the diet. So literally that when someone have depression, a lot of people go to see who? Psychologists and psychiatrists, right? So we also have to take a closer look about the diet because the body and the mind is interconnected. Our body system is all interconnected. We want to see the body as a whole, as a holistic part of us. So that's why I always talk when talks about wellness, I talk about all the parts, not only one part. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's about the principle number one. So maybe I just want to jump into the principle number two, talking about eat the rainbow. Eat the rainbow. Very simple rule of thumbs. If you don't know how to see, I teach you very easy from the book. Dr. Mark Hyman mentioned about these 5 different colors: red, orange, yellow, blue, and green. So when you cook your dinner, your lunch, make sure that all of your dish is colorful with these 5 different color. Yes. So just a test for Gideon. What is the food that is vegetable or fruits are red in color?
Fruit. Apple.
Yes. Vegetable?
Tomato.
Yes.
Cherry. Yeah, cherry.
Yeah, cherry, tomato, and definitely we have the beetroot as well. I highly recommend people to go for beetroot. Yes, today my lunch will be beetroot. So that's a very important thing that you can incorporate into your diet. An orange color, like we have orange, we have turmeric as well. Turmeric is a very good superfood that you can incorporate in your diet. Yellow, yellow. What is yellow? We have what? Yellow, let me think. Banana, pineapple, right? Yeah. Vegetable. We have less lah. Normally it's orange from carrot. Pumpkin also a little bit orangey. Yeah. And green. We have green leafy vegetables, all type, including broccoli, all the green leafy vegetable, you can name it. And then blueberries. So different types of berries also start from blue. All these things I see that it's very important to incorporate rainbow color. Okay, simple as that, right? And I jump to directly to another principle, talk about follow 75% rule. This one, 75% rule, meaning that we want to, our plate, our plate, 75% by the volume we want to incorporate is the non-starchy vegetable. Non-starchy vegetable.
Non-starchy. Okay. What is
Non Okay, like what you asked, what is a non-starch vegetable? You see, we have potato, we have all the
yeah.
you see, potato is a vegetable as well, but potato is a starch-based potato. It's a starch-based vegetable. What I meant by non-starchy vegetable is that all the green leafy vegetables, including all the broccoli, kale, and you see that you have mostly what you want to eat is all the with the leaves one. Even without the leaves one is like the broccoli, cauliflower, and what else I eat? Like the beetroot, yeah, the carrot, right? All this is non-starchy. So get yourself very high serving from that. Normal recommended serving is just 5 to 8 servings per day. What I meant by serving is for vegetable is like cup. A cup about 200 ml. The cup you can put all the vegetable inside. There's one serving. All right. So if it is fruits, one apple is one serving. One slice of pineapple is one serving. You get what I mean? That is called a serving. So normal recommended is 5 to 8 servings. So Dr. Kyman mentioned like he recommend higher 12 to 16 serving per day. So meaning practically you are eating a lot of vegetables and fruits. A lot of vegetable is his point of view on really to incorporate a lot more of those good nutrients. For example, all the different types of phytochemicals inside. Right? When I talk about phytochemicals, I can talk about the whole day through as well. Because I did a lot of research last time, about 5 years, I'm in the research of all the vegetable phytochemicals. So I just want to touch and go from here. And another one, I think Gideon, you also very love to talk about fats in every meal, right? We need to incorporate a lot of, not say a lot, have good fats. For example, omega-3 fatty acid. Omega-3, food that is high in omega-3, that is nuts and seeds together with fatty fish. Fatty fish, sometimes the deep sea fish, we may not be able to get so much, especially in our Asian diet. So I would recommend people can take some supplementation, right? If we can have the fatty fish that we can buy from the market, will be very good. For example, salmon.
But not other fats like chicken fat or
That's
not in this. Okay.
fat or the lard, they don't have the omega-3 that we need in our body.
We should not eat. Okay.
Yes. And also we want to take care of cooking oil. I remember last time Gideon asked me some question about cooking oil, right? So it's like the cooking oil, Dr. Mark Hyman mentioned about, he suggests about organic extra virgin olive oil, all right, and also coconut oil. This is the two oil that he highly suggests that we can actually go for it. So definitely we want to take care, especially those, we want to avoid those vegetable oil, for example, like sunflower oil, canola oil, peanut oil, sesame oil, that you name it, all that in the market that is highly recommended by a lot of marketing company that we are not.
If you want to fry something, you need to have something that can sustain the hotness, right? Like palm oil, right? Right.
Yes, last time I shared about this one.
I don't think you like to eat fried food also. Right?
Try to avoid. When I say try to avoid, but does not mean that I totally not eating. If you are seeing me eating some fried things outside, it's totally fine for once in a while. Because when you talk about the oil, highlight here is if you have to keep deep fry your food, all right?
Yeah.
Yes. Why not? You can use some oil that, for example, like palm oil, which is more stable, meaning that there's some saturated fat inside and also unsaturated fat inside that can really balance it out. There's 50% of saturated and 50% non-saturated, that which is more stable, which will not come up with a carcinogenic compound,
Okay.
not going to be good for our health, right?
Okay. Got it.
Now, yeah, and I want to highlight is, yes, I love the principle number 10 so much.
Oh, people will not like it.
Treat sugar like a recreational drug. It's like, I always feel like, when
Sugar is a drug. So
yes,
we cannot eat dessert, we cannot eat cake, we cannot eat ice cream.
look, we have our cookies, we have our bread, we have our cake, all this thing that is, I would say that processed food is very high in sugar, and refined starch, right? So, which is definitely not recommended by Dr. Kaiman at all. But somehow that we human, we have our life, right? We have our social time, gathering time. Let's say you have New Year, Christmas celebration, then we have all this food that is high in refined sugar and refined starch. So what is I am practicing last time and even right now, and also that's why I'm asking, sometimes I eat all this so-called processed food, do I need to really cut 100%? But I still have my social life. I have meet up with my friends. I have all my social network. How? So it's okay. Once in a while, treat this as a recreational things that you can eat it without feeling guilty. Just feeling like you want to enjoy the moment, go ahead and enjoy it. Because this is life,
By
right?
the way, rice also consider sugar, right?
White rice. Yes.
White rice, yeah. So
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's not recreational, we're eating every day.
I would suggest like you can eat some you can mix your brown rice together with some maybe like
Yeah, brown rice is better than brown.
yes, and looking into the nutrient content, brown rice is good compared to white
Okay.
rice. And if you want to look into the glycemic index, there's another different topic to talk about. Glycemic index meaning that for diabetic patient, what is the rice that you can take? So I might suggest that you can actually put into different grain, for example, like the millet, all the different things that you can put into your rice. Because to mix it not to fully 100% the brown rice or the white rice, that will be another topic to talk about. So that is a big thing. So one thing I want to share with you is like when you want to eat your cake, your cookies, your cake cookies, what else? Biscuit, that's your recreational, meaning that not every single day, not your habit. So then, okay, if you make it into habit, your body does not like it. A lot of time people say, Joyce, I eat a lot of food, but how come I feel like not enough? Why? Because a lot of time we are overeating, but we are undernourished our cell and our body. We overeat, we eat a lot. But the thing is like all the thing that we eat does not feed to our body cell to generate the energy that we want for our body. So that's why you feel like you are in lack of energy. Yes?
Yeah.
So that's one of the big thing. I know that I'm super over my time, but I also want to highlight the last two big points from this book. It is about eat to boost your mood. A lot of people say I'm very moody or what, or you feel like you are. Sometimes you feel like your mood is very fluctuate. Sometimes very good, sometimes very bad, and you feel sad, depressed, or anxious suddenly. I would say that possibility you are lack of some nutrient for your brain. For example, like iron, magnesium, vitamin B12, or folate. So get to the food that you know. There's one page into this book that is with a full list of food that is a brain boosting diet that you can go and follow. So get the book and read that. You know, all the food that is like berries, the fiber rich foods, fermented food, green tea, nuts and seeds. Why? It helps to boost your mood. So you become calmer, happier, and definitely feel much better. This is, I think, one I want to highlight to you. Sometimes people think that they have moody or they become depressed. Why? They thought that it's all here. And I want to tell you, no, it does not mean 100% is here. Your mind and your body is your interconnected one. They you want to look into more into your diet as well, not only your here, and definitely want to incorporate the other things as well. For example, like movement. You know, this few months, confession from me, these few months is have been a really challenging month for me, and I become, I don't practice exercise as much as last time, and I don't move my body as much as last time. And because of that, I can see, hear, and feel my own body literally not really as optimum as last time. So it's like well-rounded thing. We see people like holistic part. We don't see as only one part. So when you see yourself moody or you feel like yourself is depressed or what, not only see the psychologist or psychologist, get a nutritionist or dietitian to help you up as well, right? Get some professional help. Or you want to sign up for my wellness masterclass, I will incorporate into the link below later. Or my wellness inner circle is a membership thing that you can join to learn together. Last point I want to mention is Gideon always tell me that choice. Eating or healthily, you buy all the food, very expensive. You want to buy organic food, very expensive. I would say that there's always ways to make it affordable. That is ways, like what Dr. Mark Hyman mentioned in a sentence. It is possible and not hard to eat healthily whole foods without breaking the bank. I love his sentence, without breaking the bank. Because you want to take care of your own budget, you can always source out the way how to find a more affordable one. Because to feed my whole family with organic food, it's very highly expensive too. I don't go for 100% organic, but I choose those food that I want to go for organic. So how? There's always ways to go for. And Dr. Mark Hyman mentioned a lot in his book how, because his practice is more prone to US based. So that's the reason why I don't share with you a lot of example from here, because he quote a lot of place or that they can buy the cheaper organic food or product from there. So I would suggest that you can always look up on me to give you some suggestion how to make it more affordable. Yes. So thank you so much. I want to close this sharing by telling you that everyone, you deserve to feel better.
Yeah.
You deserve to feel better, much more energetic, much more alive in your every single of your day. Don't give a lot of, I would say, reason or excuses for not doing this until you feel the pain next time. Thank you so much.
I can hear that, Joyce, you're very passionate about this topic and every time. So I think if you're not here enough, please join her wellness circle. It's really, giving you a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, I will put up the link below and you can all go and check it out. Thank you so much once again. And next 2 weeks, we're going to share another great book from Ariana Huffington. See you.